We are looking at the web page notification editor. To use it, I'll first paste in the web page that I'm interested in. In this case, this is a web page taken from the Sunshine Village ski area website. We can see that this mostly illustrates a variety of webcam images. Now, I'll use the copy region tool to construct my notification. First, I'll start with a logo to identify the site, and we'll see it appears down here, and I can pick that up and move it around. Next, I'll take another copy, in this case of the time, because I'm going to want to know what time it is. So here we see it appears down here. I'm going to move this across, and I'm going to make it larger to make it visible. While I'm at it, I'll shrink this image down so that it all fits nicely in a compact form. At this point, I want to grab the actual webcam image. I'll select that whole picture. We see it appears down there, and I'll just position that below that area. Finally, I'm going to take another webcam image that I'm interested in this case of this picture here. I'll copy that, and I'll now position it as a picture-in-picture down at the corner of the other image. At this point, I have constructed my notification. My next step is to set a change area. Now, this change region will be monitored whenever this page is revisited to see if anything in this image area has changed. I've set it over the time because I believe that this time will change every time the web camera image is taken. Now, I'll also set this control over here that tells the system to revisit every, how about 2 minutes or so to see if the image has been updated. Now, at the same time, I'll just tell the system by leaving this slider here at its default that any change is a reasonable one. Finally, I'll just change the title of the notification to be descriptive. In this case, I'll set it to be Sunshine Web Camera. And I'm done. I'll now start the notification viewer, and we have it appearing here. I'll just set it aside for a little bit. And what I'm going to do is connect to a notification server through this button, and I'll tell the system to start generating. And just for illustration purposes, we'll tell it to generate every 15 seconds. So as soon as we do that, we'll certainly see that in fact the notification has just appeared for the Sunshine ski area. That is in fact a composite of the logo, the time, the main webcam picture, as well as the picture-in-picture inset. Now, if we wait a few seconds, we'll probably get an update of this. In fact, it just happened. It was a minor change to that image. And we also see, by focusing in, that 3 frames have been generated of this image. I can actually step back through those frames, or I can even play it to see what's happened over time. I can change the playback speed by moving this slider. So now it'll play back at a slower frame rate. Or I can have it at full speed. Let's now pause for a bit, and we'll come back to this in a few hours after some more notifications have generated over time. Some time has now passed, so let's take a look at what's happened with our notifications. First, we see that there's a lot more of them because there's been a lot of activity since I've last started up the system. Let's start with our Sunshine notification first, though. And what we see is that there are in fact quite a few frames here. There's 200 frames that have been collected. And now I could actually step back through these one at a time to see what's happened in the history, but I think what I'll do instead is I'll just replay it from the start. And in fact, this started in the middle of the night. We see dawn breaking, we see the ski hill just about to open up, and there's the crowds coming in. Oh boy, it's a big rushy, big busy day. Weather's getting worse. Doesn't look like a very good day for skiing. But let's now look at a different kind of notification. This one is the Calgary traffic. So I can also take a closer look at that. And again, this is something that I can replay as a video. So let's actually just play it and see what's happened with traffic. Oh, that looks pretty busy over there. But it's not too bad. So given that the skiing's lousy and it's a nice day in Calgary, maybe I'll just stay here and work. Now there's other notifications here that have appeared. This is one which is a compilation from Slashdot, which essentially gets the lead article whenever the lead article changes. There's another one which is a meeting reminder. It's a web page that's based on a wiki, and people update that for meeting announcements. But this has captured the fact that meetings have changed, and it shows me the current meeting and the ones that have just happened. And as well, I see a small web page down here, which is a thumbnail of a publication website. And what this suggests is that something on that publication list has changed, and therefore it has brought it to my attention. One of the things I can do is go to the source web page. So for example, if I want to go back to the Sunshine web page, I just click the link over there, and there it is. Similarly, I can click the link to Slashdot if I'm interested in this article. And again, the page appears, and I can now read the articles and all the follow-up stories as I wish. In summary, the notification editor makes it very easy for a person to specify a web page of personal interest where they can select regions from that page to be copied and assembled as a notification in a form that is of personal interest to them. Only the critical information needs to be copied. At the same time, they indicate what areas of the page should be monitored for changes. That page is then revisited, and if a change occurs, the new image is clipped from the corresponding region on the page and assembled as a notification. These notifications then appear in the notification viewer, where updates to the page are shown as they happen, and the history of notifications can be replayed if one wishes.